but you're not supposed to be here. This property, this parking here,
Yeah.
belongs to the officers.
Okay, and I saw you taking pictures of me. That's why I started looking at you.
I'm taking pictures of you because I'm about to report you. I don't think you belong here, sir.
But you don't even know who I am. You haven't asked me anything. You've just
seen how you look like? You basically came with a basketball shirt.
Yeah, I'm wearing. I've just come from the gym. I'm wearing my basketball jersey and my joggers. What's the issue?
Are you working here? Because I don't think you do.
Well, listen, hang on. This is private property.
No. Yes,
Yeah.
I know that.
Okay.
I told you that.
No.
You're not supposed to be here.
But you don't know who I am.
Exactly.
I'm guessing.
The way you look like,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like you belong here. Please.
What? Because I'm not dressed like you.
Can you move your car?
I'm not moving anything. I'm in the right. I'm in the right to be here. You don't even know who I am.
Who you are then? Because you don't look like you belong here.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Seriously, please be quick.
Listen.
because I really need to call the police now.
Police,
you need
listen.
To remove your car.
To get in this car park, there's a security at the front.
Yes.
Do you think if I didn't deserve to be here, do you think I'll be able to go past security? Obviously,
I don't really care.
What do you?
Please, can you take your car and move?
I didn't jump over the fence to be here. I came through properly.
This is a private property for the offices, and this kind of appearance doesn't belong here.
Can I ask you a question?
Please,
can I ask you a question?
Move your car?
Well, I've never seen you before, but I'm guessing you.
I'm actually working here.
Okay, which floor? Which floor is your office?
I'm working on the third floor.
Third floor, right?
Yeah.
First of all, yeah, I work on the 5th floor. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Where do you work exactly? What do you do?
Do you know the company on the 5th floor?
All right.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the dress code here?
I think what I'm saying is going over your head. I run the company on the 5th floor.
No, I'm sorry. Like literally, you need to move that car.
I don't think. Are you listening to me? Or
I'm gonna call the security.
Right.
If not the police.
You said you're on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes.
That's Harvey's company. I know Harvey quite well, actually. We went to university together.
So what?
So you work for him, right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah, what's your name?
What's your name?
I mean, I'm asking you, aren't I?
What's your name?
You should know who I am.
I really don't.
And the fact that the fact that I know your boss by first name should make you question.
Sir, please.
Right.
I'm being very kind here. This kind of appearance
you're not being kind at all.
Doesn't belong here. You know very well the dress code, and this is not formal.
Right.
Please move your car.
Well, listen.
Be nice, and let's have a nice day.
Listen, well, me and Harvey got a basketball game together later tonight, and I'll be sure to have a chat about you. I'll be sure to have a conversation with him about you.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening anything. I'm just letting you know, so that when you speak to your boss, whenever, you know, nothing's gonna come as a surprise to you.
That's a threat, actually.
You think so?
Report that as well.
You can report whatever you want, love.
To you?
You can. What I'm trying to.
What I see looks funny to me.
What I'm trying to explain to you, understanding is that whoever you're gonna make that report to works for me.
Works for you, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what?
An apology right now might help you out.
Oh, an apology as
It might help you out.
I think you need to apologize, first of all, for coming here like this. Do you even know how you look like? Do you even know how...
I do have a mirror. I do have a mirror.
Me, like...
Some people just love to make assumptions based on appearances. This person really thought they could judge whether someone belongs somewhere just by their outfit. Talk about embarrassing when you realize you've been talking down to the boss their whole time.
So I was actually hesitant to make this video because at the time the girl was a minor. Now she's obviously not. So I think we should talk about Alabama Barker. And before y'all start, this is not a video to bash this girl or to bully this girl. I am actually just genuinely concerned. And what actually sparked me to even talk about this was I was, scrolling on TikTok and she popped up on my For You page. And, she's like, oh, for y'all that think that I care, I don't, right? And I immediately felt triggered again because it just reminds me of how much this lady wants to be a Black woman. And I say lady because she is definitely 18 now. She is a young lady. And it's actually concerning. And I had just went down a rabbit hole because I was like, I haven't really kept up with her since 2021. It's I think the last time I really seen something about her. And she popped up again. So I scroll and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll. And of course, it's the same different day. Hanging out with hella Black people. Her almost entire feed, almost every single song on her entire feed is a Black artist where she's having the when they say the N-word, because she obviously cannot say it because she is, well, obviously not black. And then you go and you see Landon's page, and when I tell you it's like night and day, night and day. Are you okay? And then you go back and you look at like old Alabama, and it's like, girl, you were never about that life. You didn't grow up around black people, like not even a little bit. You never talked like that. And it's crazy because, and this is why it kind of irritates me, the fact that like she has like this black accent, and you know, like she is like trying her hardest to look and be like a black woman and to fit into the culture. As it's like, it's the nails, it's the braids, it's the wigs, it's the black scent. And when I tell you guys, she cuts that on and she cuts it the off. It's concerning. Literal cosplaying black women because she wants to be black. And I think that that is so odd. And, you know, some people are going to be like, well, she's just doing what's trending. No, she's doing what's trending in the black community. You don't see Alex Earl partaking in all of these black trends. Like, it's alarmingly, like, I want to say spot on with this girl. And then you go and you deep dive in Landon's page. And Landon has talked the same throughout. Depending on what video you click on from her will depend on if she decides she want to talk like this or if she wants to have her regular voice. And I think it's crazy because all black people don't even talk like that, girlfriend. We don't all talk like that. I am so sorry.
And so I say all of that to say this. I don't know why she feels the need to try to do this to be cool or to be somebody that she's not. But I really hope that this phase, right, it's very disrespectful to call it that, but that's what I'm going to call it in regards to her. I really hope that this phase wears off, and I hope and pray that she can find herself again. Because the guys she's dating, the guys she's surrounding herself over, the guys that what was it, her hairstylist? Somebody was like, oh, like, you know, what was your worst date? And he was like, all of them, because they make her pay for everything. Your dad is Travis Barker. And you want to be black so bad that you're hanging out with these bums who have nothing but a little bit of TikTok clout. You need to be with a 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund, baby. Like, I don't know why people want to be in the trenches so bad. Why they want somebody from the ghetto so bad. When I tell you that 6'5", trust fund, blue eyes, gonna get that and is throwing birdies in the air. They know how to shoot too. They're killers too, babes. Like, you're worried about the wrong kind of killer. Okay? Because I would be vacationing in the south of goddamn France if my father was Travis Barker. You like black men? Okay, great. Go find you one with some money and stop finding these trench babies and running around as if like you're so cool and so hood and like, oh, could never. The and they hood curve them 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I think that you're thinking the prize is something else. But I digress.
It's concerning to see someone so young adopting an identity that doesn't reflect their true upbringing, especially if it feels performative. Embracing different cultures is one thing, but when it starts to look like cosplay or trying to fit a trend, it can cross into disrespect. Hopefully, she can find her authentic self and learn to appreciate their different cultures without mimicking or exploiting them.
Let me tell you about a scam so that you don't also fall for it through and have your bank accounts drained. I'm literally crying outside of Wells Fargo right now. I got a call from a Wells Fargo number saying that I had fraudulent activity on my account and that a random person was being sent money from Zelle in like big numbers that were stressful to hear. I've never used Zelle, and so this like freaked me out, and they told me to go onto my account and that I needed to secure my Zelle on my end by sending money that would go back to my account right after. And like looking back on it, I literally feel like an old person that fell for a stupid scam. Like, I feel so dumb. So I did everything that they said to do, and they literally drained my bank account. And I felt like it was sketchy the whole time, but since it came from a Wells Fargo number, I trusted it. So like as this was happening, I decided to just go right to Wells Fargo, and as I was walking in the door, I like lost my shit. I just was bawling to the poor ladies at the desk. And I said, like, I don't know if this is a scam or not, like, can you please help me? And I explained the situation. She took my phone and said something to the lady, like, can you verify your blah blah blah, and they hung up. So at that point I knew I was absolutely, I didn't give them any of my bank information, any numbers, anything. They were just telling me that I had to like pay certain amounts through Zelle to like the fraudulent department so that then it would be reversed or something. I don't know. Again, I literally feel like an idiot falling for this. So once I was crying at the desk, they sat me with an advisor who called the real fraud department with me, and they're disputing all of the charges, and they'll call me within 10 days to tell me if the money will be back or not. It's literally crazy how they're able to use the same number. Like literally, it was a Wells Fargo number, their normal 1-800 number. So I guess just be aware, and if they say there's fraudulent Zelle charges, no, there's not. Happy Friday. Does anyone want to buy me a drink now?
This is such a heartbreaking story. Scammers are getting so sophisticated with spoofing real numbers and mimicking legitimate processes. It's a reminder to always verify directly with the bank using a number you find on their official website rather than any number that calls you. Hopefully, Wells Fargo comes through and reverses the charges. Stay strong, and definitely someone needs to get this person a drink.
Bro, tell me why the this man that literally ghosted me. He literally ghosted me. Yeah, we haven't talked since August. It's currently October. Anyway, I already unadded him from my phone and everything like that. Like, his contact was not saved. Tell me why he called me yesterday. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, who is this? And this man really had the nerve to be like, damn, you already have my number unsaved? Like, you don't remember the sound of my voice? And I was like, no, who the is this? And then I realized who it was, and I was like, we literally have not talked since August. Like, why the are you calling me right now? And then he was like, well, I came back, didn't I? Get the off my phone. And then I told him, I was like, oh, I'm kind of talking to someone else right now. And then he was like, I just hope you know I'm crazy and I'm not gonna give up on us. When can I see you next? Like, what? Get the off my phone. And then this man moved to a completely different state. Like, what the you mean, when can I see you next? Never. Yeah, like, so much nerve. And he's like, we're always gonna spin back around to each other, baby. I'm like, bitch, make a 180 right now and walk the other way. Bye.
The audacity is off the charts. It's wild how some people think they can just pop back into your life like nothing happened after ghosting for months. I came back, didn't I? Like, that's supposed to be some grand gesture? Nah, you did the right thing by shutting that down. Sometimes you gotta remind them that doors don't just stay open forever.